starting right now.
We started?
Yep.
Alright. Hello, beloveds, and welcome back to yet another Toonkind at 12 FPS. I am one of your hosts for tonight, Spec or Spectral Haunts, and I will be playing one Quinn. I am joined tonight by the wonderful, the amazing, the lovely, the talented, the has enabled me greatly, who I've missed so much. I've waited so long just to be able to do an FPS with them because they're one of my favorite people to do FPSs with. And they honestly just make me really happy, and they're really sweet, and they make me laugh, and their art's really good. I want you all to stare at this title card for a little bit longer. Come on, join me in a couple moments of silence.
I break the
You've
silence.
appreciated it? Good. Continue to appreciate the title card this entire FPS. Anyways, I'm joined now by...
That's it. You can kill the beef. Hi, folks. I'm dead. I should have seen this coming a mile away. Yet here I am, a fool, a clown in this court.
Just all the nickname.
Hi, folks. It's me, Comet, the local jester of this court. I'm gonna be playing my funky little mouse, Minami Shanon. And I also gesture at Spec. You can't escape out of this one just because you started
Yes,
first.
I can.
Yes, you. No, you can't. Hi, folks. I need everyone to know that Spec is the most wonderful and lovely and incredibly talented, who makes me cry every day from joy and sadness, and gives me so much emotions. And again, so incredibly talented. And every time I talk to Spec is the best time ever. And that's a Gmail. Goodbye.
Throws an Uno reverse card at you while you're distracted by the mail.
I just gave you a Uno reverse card. This is null.
You're stuck in a time loop now.
Oh no. Well, guess we're not getting the Blorbos eating good food.
We're getting it, don't worry.
One of us has to drop it. Okay. Alright.
Okay,
on a count of three,
KT reaches in from the crowd and steals it from both of us.
Now, count of three, we both drop the Uno reverse card. Like 3, 2, 1. Now I'm disappointed in both of us.
Well, I will start it. Because you know what? We can be handshaking this FPS. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
We'll just spin in circles around the board.
You're a lot more amazing than me.
No, we do not compare. We do not compare, beloved. You're just as amazing.
Well, you're incredible, so.
And you're incredible, too.
Damn it.
I know. Also, I think this takes the record for our longest intro.
Yeah,
4 minutes of compliment.
Okay, yeah.
Well, then again, correction, my recording has the bloopers.
Yeah, it's officially 3 minutes. Alright, let's get...
We got this.
So...
Well... I feel like, for timeline-wise, we should probably explain when this FPS is happening.
Yes.
This FPS actually takes place before the festival game.
Mm-hmm.
Which, anyone who is currently listening to this live or has listened to the, festival game before the recording of this game would realize, oh, wait. That is funky timeline. Well, we don't care. They deserve soft, so we're gonna do this. We're doing this.
Due to IRL stuff, it couldn't be helped.
You know what? And they deserve soft, so we're giving them soft.
Mm-hmm.
Which leads to a bit of a summary, because who knows? Maybe you haven't listened to the festival game. Maybe you don't even know what I'm talking about. In that case, go to either Minami's or Quinn's playlist. You should definitely listen to it. It was DM'd by the amazing, the wonderful, not here to defend himself, so I can compliment him to the ends and back. Incredible DM, Fletch. who is very
Yes.
talented and makes us laugh and
Mm-hmm.
smile and is just really sweet and gentle
And
and
most
honestly is
incredible
one of the best
person.
friends we have.
Yes. And makes me cry.
Makes me cry too.
Yes.
So much crying.
Mm-hmm.
Fletch, if you're listening to this,
You're welcome.
can't defend yourself. Anyways, we can stay focused, we swear.
I
We're gonna try at least.
can two neurodivergent folks really stay focused? I don't think we should put such.
That's some high expectations, I admit, but I think
Yeah.
we can do it.
Okay.
Alright.
So
Well,
let's fix. So Minnie just got told
a
by
letter.
Camille. Oh yeah. That,
Oh yeah, that. Oh, that did have a letter in it, technically.
Yeah, that's. Camille told her about a festival, and she thinks, "Oh, that's super heckin' neat. There's flower crown popcorn. That's really neat."
Oh, that reveal.
Yeah, that one. Sorry.
We went to the other reveal because the timeline is so funky. It's so funky.
It's a mess. It's like spaghetti at this point. It's like a bowl of yarn, and there's a time cat playing with it.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, continue. I'm so sorry.
And I guess she was thinking of going to it and think, maybe Quinn would like to go, but she's not quite sure how to ask.
I mean, Quinn kind of hasn't been like really showing himself.
Yeah, he's
since
been
his the Leo thing.
Mm-hmm.
The first one for all listeners, because technically the second Leo meetings actually happened.
Yeah.
The first Leo meeting.
Mm-hmm. The first Leo meeting. Yeah.
So yeah.
He hasn't been, around, and she's kind of feels weird about, just going to find him just to drag him to a festival. But she has been.
I mean, they've been talking through letters, but yes. Still, if that's a little.
Yeah, she's gonna wait. Just write. Just how's he doing? What you been up to? I hope you're not getting yourself into too much trouble. Please don't be getting into too much trouble.
Please, you've already worried me enough in our first meeting.
Since our first meeting, I have started getting gray hairs.
For so much. Well, Minami is in luck because, you see, a letter does arrive to her. As Quinn wishes to inform Minami, and it starts off like a normal letter, like it's very normal, and then at the very end it's like oh, by the way, I have a license now as a detective. And that's it, that's the letter. And doesn't even like play it up or anything.
Yeah. And Manny's just here like, what do you mean you're not playing up that you got your license? That's a big deal. So she's gonna write back to him. Oh, congratulations. That's amazing. We have to celebrate. It's a really big deal. I didn't know. Wait, did he tell her he was working for his license to get his license? Did he ever tell her he was trying?
I think he probably would have mentioned that he was trying to get his license.
Yeah, she's just
because it would explain why he kind of like disappeared a bit.
Yeah, she was hoping that's just the reason.
He didn't pull a Camille and get kidnapped. Don't worry.
You know what? That she can be grateful for that.
I'm not planning on doing that yet.
Thank you. But yeah, she's just gushing about that's incredible. You did it. That's amazing. Um maybe I can treat you to some food for to celebrate.
I feel like this awkwardness is very in character for the
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them are not the best at social interaction.
No. I I hold up my girl. You think this girl is good at socializing?
Considering who adopts her, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with that said,
Mm-hmm.
Minami probably gives like a kind of time he could come over,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like a day.
Yeah, she probably asks
Like a
like,
hey.
when are you free? She knows he has his own deal. Like, she doesn't want to assume he's just free. Just yeah. When are you free so
Me
we can
who knows
celebrate?
Quinn's entire busy um time is just whatever murder the plot decides to put in
Yeah,
front of him and him hoping he doesn't die in the process.
yeah, she gets that. She gets that.
But he doesn't tell her that. She doesn't know that. No, he's
Mm-hmm.
very busy. Getting cases the normal way only.
Mm-hmm.
And not by
Sure.
stumbling upon them.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Me too. Yeah, just getting cases the normal way and, not
We
just running
totally
into
don't run
them.
into
Yeah,
them.
it's fine. It's fine. That never happens ever.
Multiple detectives in this server sweating.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, well, with that, I feel like we can.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of letters exchanged later, and they probably decide upon a. I love how they use the letters instead of plot devices. It's very in character for them. That's
Yeah,
why this actually took so long, beloveds. It's
I
we had to account for the real life time for all these letters going back.
yeah. I don't know if Quinn has a
I'm
plot
joking.
device. Does he?
He d- Quinn is very similar to the other real kinds, where yes, he has a plot device, but he can't access it unless absolutely needed for plot.
Damn.
And he doesn't know why. Like plot devices confuse him as a real kind who's very does not quite believe in the plot.
Maybe he should just get a steady speaky.
He'll figure it out. It'll be
He'll
fine.
figure it out.
He'll have that crisis eventually
Mm-hmm.
about whether the plot's real or not.
Uh-huh. Good luck with that.
He'll need it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, he finally does manage to make his way. Okay, I got a word. 1 second, let me word.
Yeah.
After they manage to figure out when they're going to do this, there is eventually this knock on Minami's door.
Quinn hears the skittering of claws on wood on wooden floor. Um, two sits actually, because that's both puppy and men.
Beloved.
And yeah, there's Min, and she's covered in flour.
And just kind of stares, blinking for a second before
Oh no!
he gives a little awkward wave. Hi, Minami.
She's just smiling. Yay! He actually came. She was, yay! And there is a
Quinn's just
puppy.
staring at the flower.
Yeah,
The little double blink.
this mouse is white. Um, I was right. And she kind of just caused precipitation.
He kind of just blinks and steps back. So I like to. Okay, I understand prestigitation would make it disadvantage, but consider it poofs out.
It does poof out. Thank you for thank you for this.
He kind of just blinks before like
This is like a
shoot, and he kind of rubs his nose. Sorry.
Quinn hears a smaller little puppy sneeze.
Oh, and he kind of crouches down to just very gently cup Shelby's face. Oh, are you okay?
Shelby's is like, oh, new person. Hello. And just sniffing his leg.
When this dog, I'm already attached, you see. He kind of looks at me and want me. You go.
Oh,
You go.
Oh, that's right. You haven't met him yet. This is, and she just picks him up. This is Shelby, my familiar.
He kind of stands up and just smiles and gives a nice little head rub. Well, it's nice to meet Shelby. There's a pause. And you can almost see the dots starting to connect.
Yeah.
Like Herlock Sholmes.
Then he starts sweating. No. Yes.
Quinn's inciting. Never mind.
She can't lie. She can't lie out of this one.
There's just the slightest of smiles on his face.
Listen.
I am not judging at all.
Good. That's good. Okay. She just holds Shelby. It's just kind of got lost in the sauce, but Shelby does like just nuzzles his head into Quinn's hand when he gets pets.
Quinn's just got the softest little smile.
Yes. Love the puppy.
Puppy love takes another.
Anyways, come inside.
Quinn kind of brushes himself off with the rest of the flour while he's outside before he kind of just takes a little step inside, looking around.
Yeah. Quinn, this is this looks like the house of a grandma. This is the floral wallpaper and like quilts and doilies on the wall. It's and like little ornaments. It is very cozy. But also, this is just Minnie was raised by grandma, and this is how she decorates her house.
Minami is very valid, and I hold her so gentle.
It's just a very
Quinn
cozy
just kind
place.
of smiles a bit more as he kind of steps inside. He takes a little deep breath, and you know, grandparents like houses have that like smell just from the quilts and all that. The smell of fabric in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? I feel like
yeah.
crazy. There is a smell to a cozy house.
There is, yeah. No, I get you.
And especially with food being cooked.
Yes.
And he kind of just smiles as he like looks around and he goes, "It's soft." I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know quite how to word it.
She beams. Goes, oh, thank you. It is. It's nice. I didn't have to describe my home like this before. I suppose so, yeah. It's
He kind of does a little awkward shuffle.
Yeah, she's also just she didn't think about her home. Just But you think it's soft. That's nice. Aw.
It's home.
It's
What is there to think about?
yeah. Um. Oh. Um. Right. My food. And she just runs to the kitchen. Can I wait? Hold on. Do you have? Do you want anything to? Do you have allergies?
Today, a Spec did not think that far. Give me a second.
He doesn't have to have any.
I know. I'm trying to see if the original character had any.
Oh yeah.
I need you to understand. Looking up this character's name and just following it by allergies, I'm kind of scared what's about to happen.
That's fair. Oh, sorry, Craig. I did not. Do I have a Shelby riff?
I know you do because I've seen the Shelby
I
before.
have drawn sketches of Shelby before. The problem is, how far back did I draw Shelby? Both of us looking for references.
Okay, it looks like I'm safe.
Okay. Cool.
I was like, I don't think it's ever mentioned, but I didn't want to say it and then find out the character had something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no problem.
He kind of just shakes his head like a no, not that I know of.
Cool.
Right now.
She just does 2 big thumbs up.
This is a Spec saying if I add an allergy later on, please do not kill me for continuity errors.
That's fine. Whatever you choose for it to be, it just doesn't have. Just, I guess, choose for it to not be in whatever she puts into whatever she cooks.
Yep. Gives a little thumbs up.
Mm-hmm. And by God, is she gonna put so many things in this thing?
I'm excited to see.
She has not. She's okay. I realized I didn't have most of the things I needed to cook this. So I went shopping. So I only made the batter. So it's.
Do you need help?
Yes, please. She just.
Here's a kind of a small laugh as he goes. Like I said, I can help then, though you really don't need to do anything big.
She starts sweating. This,
Minami, you really don't need to
you
do
got your
anything.
license. It's a big deal.
Yes, and I'm very happy because I mean I can solve crimes here in Anquil now, but I mean
Yes. This is worth celebrating.
it's that kind of weak motion of hands you know neurodivergent people do when they can't work.
Mm-hmm. I win this argument.
Uh, uh, okay.
Does Quinn step into the kitchen?
Yes, he does.
Cool. There is so many ingredients everywhere.
He's just staring.
There is cabbage. There is packets of different spices, eggs, milk, flour. Though that one's kind of done. It's just he sees a bowl of batter. She's kind of in the middle of just like putting it back in her fridge, so it just doesn't take up much more space. There is bacon and wait, no, she should keep the eggs out. She's gonna use that again. Let me check the recipe again. Yeah, bean sprouts, sauces. It's It is a lot. Spring onion. And
I like to
noodles.
imagine Quinn's just
Packets
kind
of
of
noodles.
very slowly counting all this
Mm-hmm.
in his head. You can like see him mentally gathering the ingredients, trying to figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Minnie is wiggling. She's very excited to cook
There's
this.
kind of there's a pause, and he's like, uh, how many people are going to be here?"
Just us.
Quinn is looking at you.
Mm-hmm. She just has, just smiling.
I
She
like to
sees no
imagine
problem with this.
it's like a Toonish moment where like everything is covered in like food somewhere,
Yes,
even
exactly.
if not that much is to be used. He is a real kind.
Mm-hmm. She's, yeah, like it's almost the entire count counter is covered in ingredients, and uh, the cabinet's open to hold more ingredients.
It's just an endless sea of
It's just,
ingredients.
yeah. Okay, so she just claps her hands together.
Mm-hmm.
Have Have you tried okonomiyaki?
There's a pause before he kind of blinks, and he goes, yes, actually.
Yes.
Um,
Good.
back home.
Oh,
Um, some places in Fort Sanon had it a bit.
she just nods. This is good. This is. I should say that in word. This is good. It is the best.
There's actually a laugh, and he nods. I would have to agree with you.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, and she just does big jazz hands. I'm making some, but
I can help.
um,
There's just a
I
kind of
am
laugh.
making I am making special kind. Um, this is a big deal, so I want to make a big thing. I'm going. We are going to make the Yedo style.
There's kind of a blink from Quinn at that. Would you like
The
to insight, beloved?
Yes, I'd love to insight.
Finally, we get to roll in this game.
Yes. What is insight again? +9. It's been a bit. Can I type, please? Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say. 23.
Yeah. Quinn recognizes that specific version of the dish. And his eyes get a little, distant slightly at that.
She just kind of tilts her head. Is that okay?
Oh, yes, no, it's really good. And he kind of laughs and rubs back his neck again. Um, that's the kind from Fort Sanon.
Oh, excellent.
Since
Good. They have good taste.
a lot of Yedo culture mixes in sometimes.
Right, right.
Let's.
I think Leah told me
I'm gonna have
that.
Quinn not hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we want this one to be the fluff one. Angst can
Oh,
come
right.
next.
I forgot that this.
No, you're good.
That's me.
This is
That's me
no,
who
you're good,
forgot.
beloved. This is our for dear listeners.
Yeah.
There's actually an FPS that we're gonna be recording right after this.
Mm-hmm.
This is, despite any angst which will be happening here, is actually the fluffy one of the two. So
Yes.
yeah,
I'm gonna just erase what I said earlier, because she would be careful about that. I slipped.
consider she could slip it to
Mm-hmm.
herself and
Yeah.
Quinn just not here.
You know what? Fair enough. He's just looking at amazement at the ingredients.
He's too busy going, how is this possible?
Yeah. I did debate on making the Ghibli style, but the Ghibli style doesn't have the noodles, and I love the noodles, so noodles are good.
He kind of gives a nod. I haven't had that style, so you'll have to show me how to do it one day, but I'm
Yes.
glad we're doing this version.
She actually kind of beams because uh you said you're implying they could cook again together another time.
Quinn, Quinn, who does not realize what he has just implied, but I am smiling.
Mm-hmm. He's just ah.
Holds her so gently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she just shakes off and shakes her head and just does claps her hands. So, um, I got the batter ready, so it's just prepping the vegetables and then and she kind of just starts sweating cooking it.
Well, I
This is
mean, we should be able to do it together. And there's like a bit of an encouraging smile, though it's very obvious he is nervous and not too sure.
he's seen what the monstrosity is.
Oh, yes, he has.
And yes. Okay, we can do this. And if anything goes wrong, it's a messy dish anyway. It doesn't matter. What are we cooking for the president? No, it's this for us. And
Gosh,
then
she's just handing me such like soft smiles, like he missed this, even if he doesn't want to admit it.
okay, and I think she just um okay. If you could help cutting the cabbage, I can cut the spring onion, and that's all we need to cut, and then we can go to cooking.
He gives a little nod. I have a feeling that would be sleight of hand, right?
Sleight of hand, yeah. I'm also gonna. Yay, 15.
It's decent.
It's decent. He does a good job. 15 is good. 15 is very
I'm
good.
used to the AI. Love it. I'm used to the AI
I
server.
know you are. You forgot that
15's
15
low.
is good. He does a good job. What was your sleight of hand again? That's a +2. Okay. 4. Great.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh well. How do you fail at cutting spring onion?
They're all different sizes? Like they're
Yeah, it's uneven.
really wrong.
Katie has done a great job of telling us Quinn and Apron.
Oh?
Quit. Mini.
Sorry, I was making a meme in general based off the Grandma apron with
Yeah. Minnie is also wearing an apron. She probably handed him an apron. It's one of it's those it's a nice floral one. It's very cute. Minnie took the one that has a lot of frills.
I hold them. I hold them. I hold them.
Yeah, I don't know how you could go wrong with cutting spring onions other than it's being uneven. I'm sorry.
gives a shrug.
Yeah, me
How
neither.
long it maybe it could be how long it takes.
Yeah, yeah, she takes a bit longer. Maybe, yeah. This is something that I did not think about. I'm so sorry. Um,
The two of us went, hey, we have a really angsty FPS idea. Let's have a fluff one because we wanted to have them talk before the festival, anyways. Us two, now in the fluff one, just sitting here.
cause yeah, we're just sitting here. Um, I guess like while they're chopping vegetables, she's just so. Um, how did the how did the exam go? I mean, the studying and things. She's
It he kind of blinks a bit at the small talk. It went good. I struggled with some parts, but I managed to study and pass it in pretty good amount of time. It helps that I did know a lot about being a detective. It was more just all the special things and Inkwell specifically.
yeah. Okay, you're. That's fair. And there's a little sigh. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Uh huh. I think. Well, even though you struggled, I think you did a good job. I know I I wasn't there for it, but um the fact that you passed is incredible.
He gives like a little awkward little smile. Thank you.
Especially at the record speed I might add.
It really me. It was I wanted to be able to get back to helping solve cases.
It is still impressive nevertheless.
Didn't there's an he starts to say something before closing his mouth and kind of looking away.
She just tilts her head. Um
You can
real quick,
insight if you
I'm gonna
want,
insight.
or roll history. I will allow either.
Hmm. You do have a plus 10 in history. 27.
Yeah. I hold there is one other person that both of you know who
Right.
got a license in record speed.
Mm-hmm.
And he started off by saying, well, so you can kind of connect some dots real quick.
Hmm. How actually, how long did Quinn take?
I do not know the in-universe time.
Hmm. That's
It
fine.
was what it's from the first Leo meeting to now.
Yeah. Hmm.
So it was very fast, and I can't remember
Yeah.
how long it took Sam,
Hmm.
but it was still I can DM the player actually. Um
Hmm.
it was still really fast.
Hmm.
Like that is not something people just do.
Yeah. Min, she's kind of just using herself as a reference. She took she took longer. She absolutely took longer.
As she deserves.
Yeah. Um with like schoolwork and shenanigans. I think even with her horrible, horrible, horrifying work ethic, um,
Mm-hmm.
it still took her much longer.
I love it.
Um,
I can't help it. Quinn is just feral and he had a bit of the he had a bit of the plot on his side,
Yeah.
even if he doesn't realize it.
Mhm. Yeah. I guess she clocks like, oh, you're comparing yourself to Sam. Great.
He's doing it again.
God, God's above. And she doesn't bring it. She doesn't mention it, but she just makes a comment of like, well, I you managed to pass a lot quicker than me, so that's an incredible achievement. I think so.
Pauses. Quinn kind of just pauses before he looks to the side and kind of just puts his gaze on what he's chopping, like focus on that. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
none of this. And he just goes, "Well, I'm sure you understand things a lot better than me, at least. I
And yet you
mean,
still passed.
passing doesn't mean you do good at it. It just means you did good enough."
I think it's a good step in the right direction.
He gives kind of a bit of an awkward and slightly forced smile before he shrugs and nods.
And she just kind of just very gently nudges him. You worked really hard.
He kind of pauses before he looks over and smiles. "Thanks, Minami. Really."
Hmm. She just smiles and just goes back to chopping the onions terribly. That's probably it. She
Yeah,
just got
I
distracted
think
by talking.
I hold her so gently. Also, update, I got how long it took Sam. It
Mm.
took 2 to 3 years.
Jesus, you're.
The only thing Quinn has going for him is technically Quinn has been studying for this for a different country.
Yeah.
He learned all the same things.
Mhm.
He just had a speed run the Ainquo specific stuff.
Yeah. I am. I'm sitting here baffled that Quinn like took I don't know what like a couple weeks, a month maybe, to
At least a month.
at least a month.
You know what? I can tell you. Hold up. Let me pull up the draft points. I think the two games were actually two of his draft point games.
Mm.
Let me see.
Min doesn't know how to dispute this because I think she doesn't she doesn't know how long it took him to pass. I mean, took Sam to pass. So
Okay. A very fun day was the 26th,
mm-hmm.
and then pace and point was the 12th. So it was over a month. It was like a month and a half.
Sam took a couple years and Quinn took a couple months.
Quinn did not. Okay, I do want to emphasize though that Quinn was not having to study the same extent.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, I love my boy. He is very smart. He is still human and real kind at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's obvious in the way he acted around Minami, he did have a basic understanding of stuff.
Hmm.
It was just he needed to learn more. He still pulls something off very impossible, and
Hmm.
he should be definitely celebrating more than he is. But
Yeah.
it's
And
still
he should be taking
he
a nap.
yeah, he needs a nap. I tap him. His health habits rival Minami's,
Mm-hmm. It's
but
ridiculous.
it is not the same amount of knowledge needed. It's
Yeah.
the Sam becoming a detective thing is like, based off the time I was given, is the amount of times is like it was during the time period him and Quinn were friends.
Mm.
So he got his license not long after they stopped hanging out, which meant they were learning the same things
Mm.
mostly. There was a bit of stuff with Quinn focused more on Fort Sanon stuff, while Sam focused on Inkwell when they weren't spending time together. But like, it's still Quinn, because I hate to say it too. Part of the reason Quinn is being very, very blunt with the you probably understood it better. It's Quinn did that thing where you study to pass and not to keep the knowledge in your head.
Mm.
So Quinn was able to get a lot of information. Not all of it is still there.
Yeah, yeah.
Quinn
Okay.
passed the exam. He did
Mm-hmm.
not learn an entire country's thing.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
they were cooking.
They were cooking, and I think, okay, with that clarity, I thank you, Spec. um.
Me trying to word.
Mm-hmm. Uh. Min just kind of just nudges him, and it's just like there's nothing a bit of, you know, experience. People learn a lot more with hands-on experience. Anyway.
He kind of gives like a little laugh. Uh, well, probably definitely be getting a lot of that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, with yes.
There's a little another laugh. Yeah, keep running into things still.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I mentioned that in our letters.
Mm-hmm. I'm man. It's how have you been? Okay. Have you been taking care of yourself with the studying and
Yes,
the cases?
yes. Don't worry, me really.
I'm. Minnie's gonna. Minnie's gonna insight.
I was waiting for it. I was like, I don't even have to offer this one. I have to roll
Yeah.
deception to counter. Nope, I literally cannot beat that.
He.
I do want
Like
to see
Minnie
how
has to
badly he
just
fails,
squint.
though.
Minnie has to
I
squint
want to see
because
how
you license in
you
like
go.
a month or two, while dealing with cases. Oh boy. Please.
He tries, but
He
it's still not
tries.
enough.
He tries to lie, but Minnie just starts squinting and just pouting.
You can tell he very much has not been taking. He's been taking care of himself. He Yes, there's meat on his bones still. It's
Mm-hmm.
obvious he still exercises some, but does he looks a lot more tired and exhausted than he did when you first met.
And this sighs. How much sleep have you been getting?
Enough,
Define enough.
a couple of hours.
How many hours?
Enough.
That's not a number.
Yes, it is.
Okay, where is it on the where can I find enough on the numbers, Quinn?
Um,
Where is it
there's
between?
between barely and a lot.
Minnie Minnie has Minnie has to put her head in her hands. A part of her is
Minami, really, really,
Minnie has is one hand is so cannot believe what she's hearing. She doesn't know if she's supposed to be tired or 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 laughing. And she is yes,
both are
she
good.
is getting she is being such a hypocrite right now.
Yes, yes, you are mean to me, but don't
Yeah.
worry, we'll be getting revenge eventually.
Yeah. Quinn,
Mean to me?
you are going to take a nap after this.
Really, it's not needed.
Of course it's needed. I you you're real kind.
And
You need a prop a, you need at least 8 hours of sleep. It is for your own health.
I'm gonna keep that 27. He kind of blinks, and you can tell he is mentally trying to remember the last time he got that much sleep.
Quinn, she's just on her knees. When was the
Mean
last
to me.
when was the last time you got 8 hours of sleep? Please tell me
It's
this,
fine.
please.
Mean to me, please stand up. We're supposed to be cooking, remember?
She just gets up and just holds his shoulder. He holds his arms. Please, please get a good night's rest tonight. Please, I beg of you.
I will get plenty.
And that means at least 8 hours.
I will get plenty.
I at least 8. What is that? Oh, so I
Enough.
thought you will get 8 hours.
Mean to me, really, but you don't need to
I
worry.
I am too late. I
I
am
will
concerned for
get
your health.
8 hours of sleep, mean to me.
Thank you. Well, I see that. Minnie's gonna split. By one! By one!
Quinn just lied to your face.
Yeah. Minnie just crosses her arms. Do not lie to me, Quinn. Do not lie to a detective.
I'm not. I would never.
I You did right now.
No, I didn't.
You are going Quinn. You're going to have a
Mimi?
sleepover. And you are going
I,
to have 8 hours of sleep. Or so
what?
help me.
No. Uh, uh,
Do you know
are
how
you
bad
sure?
for your health it is to
It's fine.
be so sleep deprived every day?
It's the
And you want to roll
normal.
inside on that?
Oh, I'm so rolling insight on that, though I have to remind you, Quinn's insight.
Damn. 7.
Sorry, this is not tone.
That's
The
fine.
wisdom, there's no wisdom in this boy.
It's okay.
The proficiency
This
bonus can only do so much.
I think Min just starts listing off um like reasons you need to get 8 hours of sleep and why it's bad for you if you what happens to your body if you don't get it. And then Quinn's just like, wow, she has a lot of medical knowledge.
Quinn voice, I didn't know that Minami researched sleep habits like this. Must be for a case.
On one hand, her grandma's a nurse. She no, she's not. She runs a clinic. That's right. I'm getting confused.
Told you.
Her grandma runs a clinic. Second experience. I look away.
That's totally the only reason.
If you start getting, yeah, I Quinn, how do you expect to solve cases at the best of your ability if you're not keeping your body in the best condition?
I, I'm realizing I think this is after his conversation that was literally about self care, you idiot. When was that?
Uh, I I look at Katie. I know Lord told her that. It's fine when she listen. Here's the thing. She's fine with if someone else is doing so like mimic like I'm very bad at words today. I'm so sorry. If someone else is um doing the bad habits that she does, she will hound you for it. But if it when it comes to her, it's different. It's different. Trust me, it's different. Don't worry about it.
Holds. Also, the FPS where Quinn got yelled at for not sleeping enough takes place after the fair. So,
Okay.
so he this
This is the
FPS
first.
it is. I'm not messing up the timeline by saying in this FPS he has no self care habits.
Mm-hmm.
The timeline survives. And Quinn kind of ooh, gives a little awkward laugh. I I can solve them perfectly fine, me to me. I've been
And you
I
can't.
you go, beloved.
She's just crossing her arms and pouting as it's Quinn. It really is not good for you in the long run. You want to try inciting one more time?
Yes, please. Dice parser, have mercy.
No! I look
No, it
away.
got worse.
I look away.
One second. One second. This is getting.
The folks listening. He first got a 7, and then he got a 6, and now he rolled a 5. If I look away again, and he gets a 4,
That's
I am
a nat
going
one.
to scream. Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Never mind, he got a dirty 20. Well,
Holy shit, okay.
okay, that's great. Yeah, Quinn, she's speaking purely on from experience.
When it's looking directly at you, me to me, with knowing eyes now.
Uh-huh. Good, yeah.
He kind of just stares for a second before. 1 second. Almost messed stuff up. Before his eyes kind of narrow and he goes, Me to me? How much sleep have you been getting?
This is not the point.
I th- Quinn crosses
This
his
is
arms.
about
I
you.
think that's very much.
This is about
No,
you.
no, 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 no. I mean, as a more experienced detective, shouldn't you be setting the example?
Then he looks away. Then he just looks
Quinn
at.
crosses his
Anyway, the
arms more.
pancakes.
Minami.
Gwen.
These two who have. I love how these two have just been talking over letters and they're already very much, I will die for the other.
Yeah.
Even if they don't realize it.
She just. It's a
Quinn's
big sigh. I never said it was healthy.
his arms are just crossed, staring.
She just. This. Mm, is- I've. It wasn't. It wasn't good for me, and everyone hounded me for it. And I'm trying to.
They should.
Also, she just points accusingly at you.
Quinn gives a little shrug.
So
It's kind of like a weak little shrug, like, I can't help it.
so I'm allowed to be hounded for my terrible, terrible sleep habits, but you.
You're a toon! They can have worse consequences because of gags and everything.
I am
Isn't
a
that what
toon and I
toons
can run on the.
say happen?
You are real kind. You are. I work on a different biology from you. I
So you can't get onto me anymore.
I can get onto you because this is your.
Our biology is different. You just said it.
I know enough about real kind.
Maybe I know enough about
My
toons.
brother is real kind. I
I knew two half toons.
I I know there is more physical consequences for real kind.
I know there's more.
Okay, name one physical consequence for a toon.
When sweating.
Minnie looks like she won.
I don't know. You get sick?
Minnie looks away.
When who looks very smug now. I knew it.
She just sighs. That does that also applies to real kind. You get sick easier without proper rest.
I'll get sick.
Yes, you will.
I won't.
If if I catch you being sick and sniffling, I get to tell you I told you so.
I'm kind of. This is head. Deal.
Okay. But regardless, I still want you to sleep more. You're still growing.
I am almost 17.
You're still growing.
I am no.
Well, do you want to stunt your growth by not sleeping?
It's fine.
Is it?
I'm already like what, 2 feet taller than you?
Yes. I wonder why I'm so short.
When blinks and pauses as the dots connect. Wait, what? That's not how that works.
She was. this just gestures wildly. Okay. Like, Lore's 18 and he's still growing. Goodness gracious, he grew like, what, 2 inches more? The other... God. Gods. And she just kicks the floor. 4!
I love her so much.
She looks very bitter about this.
Quinn, who actually knows Lore, kind of blinks and goes, oh yeah, Lore.
Oh,
Can't
yeah.
remember if oh yeah, they know each other.
Yes.
Okay. You gotta understand it's yeah, I was trying to connect the little dots, the little pieces are trying to connect.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Quinn did meet him after he grew, but also he knows
Mm-hmm.
that he got a growth spurt now. The growth
Mm-hmm.
spurt.
You got this, beloved.
Thank you. I... Do you want to grow taller or not? Don't you want to be a skyscraper, Quinn?
I'm very okay with how tall I am now. I mean, if I grow taller, that's good, but
Mm-hmm. So
I'm already almost 6 feet.
So get some proper sleep, and you could be taller.
Me, really, I think you're making this much more of a big deal than it is.
I am making this the perfect amount of deal.
Hey, weren't we focused on something else before this? Like my license.
Yes, and I'm very proud of you, and you did an amazing job.
Let's keep focusing on that instead.
How much sleep did you get while you are studying for your license, Quinn?
Moving on.
Alright, but I'm not forgetting this.
Quinn just kind of gives an awkward little laugh and smile. Really, Minami, you don't need to worry.
Too late.
There's a little sigh.
Mm-hmm. Biz just just still has her arms crossed, just has just her eyebrow raised. Nothing you say is gonna
Quinn,
stop me from worrying about you.
Minami, you don't need to worry about me.
Of course I do.
I'm a
I worry
grown
about it.
detective.
Exactly!
I'm fine.
That's what they all say.
I can defend myself, Minami.
That's... Well, I'm glad about that. But still... Plot here can get messy.
The plot really isn't that
She just...
powerful.
She... then just... Like, she just gives a... Quinn, just please knock on wood right now. Please knock on wood right now. You're gonna invoke it.
Meaning me, I'm real kind. I think we're safe.
You're an Einquill. That's... You've been an Einquill for a long time, Quinn.
What's gonna happen? Some kind of murder that induces trauma or something, or brings up trauma. The
Knock on
chances of
wood
that
right
happening.
now. Quinn, I beg of you. She just pulls out. You know what? She. I think every toon has to have like at least one plank of wood somewhere.
Oh my god!
She just pulls out like a wooden board or a cutting board, I guess. So thank you, Katie. But I think it's funny if it was just like a random plank of wood. Knock on this right now.
Minami, I'm real kind. There's nothing the plot could even want with me if it was real.
Quinn, the plot does not discriminate. You
it's
look
okay.
at lore. Look at lore.
Lore.
Yes.
How much? Are you sure that's the plot?
She just does a very like 1,000-yard stare. She knows that it is personally the plot.
Are you okay?
I am. Quinn, just take my word for it when I say I know it is completely the plot.
He just kind of reaches forward and gently knocks on the piece of wood.
Minnie sighs and really thank you. And he puts it away.
You feel better now?
Yes. We don't need any jinxing. You don't need any jinxing.
He just gives a little nod.
One thing you need to know about this place, Quinn, is it is all those kind of comments will get you into trouble, Quinn.
I'm just kind of.
It will.
He's obviously not believing you, but he nods.
Take it, please take it from someone that's lived here all of her life. It is a force of nature here. She just pray her hands. She doesn't even finish her sentence, she just pray her hands.
And just kind of nods slowly.
Like, she's very worked up about this. She's
I know, and I told her so gently.
Like, as a like, the actual who has to deal with the plot, like, almost every day. Who had to deal with shenanigans pretty much every day.
This FPS explains the weird change Quinn had in games from going plot does not exist at all to okay, maybe it's possible. This Minami scares him into believing in the plot.
Yeah. Just be careful, Quinn, please.
Thumbs up.
Okay. Anyways, pancakes.
Yes, pancakes.
She takes a batter out. Okay. Finally, we can do this. Have you made these before?
He shakes his head.
Okay. She takes out, like, 2 frying pans. We can... I've made them a few times with my grandma. So I haven't made them in a bit, but I don't know, just you can I'll teach you.
He kind of gives a small little smile before he nods. All right, and I'll help wherever you tell me to.
Okay. I think she, like, divides the bowl of batter into, like, 2 so that Quinn can have his own. And she kind of just like goes through the steps. Like you put a small layer of batter on the pan, and just a very thin layer. Then you get a handful of the chopped cabbages. Quinn, you did a great job. Thank you. Some.
He blushes a bit awkwardly.
Some spring onions. Not spring onions. Well, yes, spring onions, but that's not the vegetable I meant. Bean sprouts. And probably some ingredients that Quinn hasn't seen in a while, which is like bonito powder, which is. Have you heard of bonito flakes?
I believe so.
Okay, it's just a powdered version of that. And this thing of like deep fried dried squid that's coated in batter, just crumble on top. And it's like another thing of like deep fried batter that looks like, I guess the best way I could describe how they look is like Rice Krispies.
Holds.
It's good for like crunchy texture.
It crunchy.
It's crunchy. And
Yee, crunchy.
If Quinn wants to just like take a handful of that and eat it, then he already sees Minnie doing it.
You know what? I'm gonna make a whiz to see.
Yeah.
Minnie do it.
I'm just gonna say Minnie's failed anyway.
Yeah, no, he gets some.
Yes.
After he sees Minami doing it, he starts to grab some.
Mm-hmm. And she's just okay, and now we can either have shrimp or octopus in here, whichever you like. And she puts both of them on top because she is a glutton.
Let's see. Octopus, according to the dice.
Cool.
That's what he says.
So he can take a couple of those. This has already become into like a mountain.
Quinn, who's still following even as it gets bigger than he could imagine.
Mm-hmm. And now comes the bacon, and she just gets a little container of them. You just put them on top and pour a little bit of batter on top of that. And this is and now it is time to flip it. And I'm gonna have to roll a dex.
Yee.
Minnie's sweating. This is a mountain they have to flip.
Advantage because Quinn's helping.
Okay. They're helping each other. Okay. Okay. With Quinn's help.
It is possible.
One is flipped. Okay, now it's Quinn's.
Alright.
He just does like... puts her hands in the air like, woo! And now it's Quinn's turn. Okay, not... dirty 20.
I don't think I need to roll advantage.
No, you don't. Quinn does it perfectly. And she's just clapping.
His face flushes a bit more red again.
You moved a mountain today, Quinn.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
He's just flustered.
She's just like very
This
impressed.
is a lot of positive attention. His brain's frying.
Get used to it. This mouse will give you so much praise.
He needs it.
Mm-hmm. um. Okay, that was amazing, Nick. And this is your first time. Goodness, Quinn. I needed help.
Quinn just kind of gives a small little laugh before shakes, he shakes his head. I mean, you were showing me how to do it.
Well, still, you didn't need any help flipping yours.
Because I saw you do it. And he kind of offers that with a little bit of a nudge.
And she nudges back. Just, I don't try to discredit yourself. You helped me do it, and then you did it on your own.
He kind of just waves his hand
Take the
slightly.
compliment, Quinn.
Yes, ma'am.
She just gives a nod of satisfaction.
He kind of
And
just shifts a bit uncomfortably.
I'm gonna insight. I'm gonna insight. Come on, push enter. There we go. 18.
I didn't quite like just accepting the compliment. Don't worry, that stuff we can unpack later. No, you can unpack it if you want.
I mean, it just kind of looks kind of sad at that.
Oh, sir, don't worry. You two will get close, and then you will unlock his secret, tragic
Mm-hmm.
backstory.
Yeah, I think. She doesn't want to overstep. Um, but she's tucking that away for later.
Hold her.
Hmm.
I
But
said hold her.
hmm. Yeah, but she's gonna move on. And next is the noodles.
He gives a
Um,
nod.
mhm. And you just move the pancake to just corner of the frying pan and place the noodles in the other corner. And she just hands him like a packet of noodles.
He very carefully tries to put it in
Hmm.
and pour it.
Yeah. Um. We just get the sauce. Just mix it around a bit. We don't have to flip it again. We just have to pick up the pancake, and then just place it on top.
He gives a nod.
Um. Should that be rolling survival? I think forgot that was a thing you
Probably
can
is what we
do.
normally roll for cooking.
Yeah. Um. And then comes the egg. Um. Excuse me.
Hold you.
No, don't.
You're held.
Ah. I guess. How hard? Um. I am. I'm lost. Okay, next was egg.
Egg.
And she just cracks the egg on one side of the pan. And just starts kind of not making a scrambled eggs, but definitely just like moving it around.
Nods.
Just keeping it just messy, but not like keeping it flat. Maybe another Dex just to like but yeah. Just to put the big mountain of noodle pancake on top of the egg. Maybe another Dex.
Do you want me to or do you?
Hmm?
You making the next save?
Yes.
I'm watching. Help action if needed.
Nope, dirty 20.
Nope, not needed.
It's fine. It's perfect.
Minami's got this.
She's got this. And she's got like sparkles around her because, yay, I did it. So it's Quinn's turn.
Quinn just has a soft smile. All right. Quinn, you've got this.
They both got this. 18.
I got this.
Mm-hmm. Minnie is once
Can't
again.
quite do it as good as Minami, but they've got this.
Minnie is regardless clapping. Just. And just beeping.
Oh, no.
And I think they need to run it. Next pick, they have to flip again. So that's another Dex.
All right.
So the egg is on top. 17.
It is done.
She flips. They both got a 17.
They're starting to work in sync.
They did it at the same time. They just do. Minnie just counts down to like 3, 2, 1, and flip.
Nods.
And once again, sparkles. They flipped it good. Yay!
They did.
Yeah, the cabbage and the things have definitely like flattened since they cooked, but like it's still pretty thick.
It's a plenty of food.
Okay, and she's just like wipes her forehead. That is all of the thing we need to do. Now is the fun part, which is, and she holds up some sauces and packets of other things. Toppings!
Quinn's eyes kind of brighten at that. And he looks at all the different things that you have out in front of him. Wow, you really came prepared for this.
Of course! It's your special day. Okay?
Oh, hey, wait. Quinn kind of like is obviously trying to like process the things, and then you say that, and his face turns red, and he once again looks away, kind of rubbing back in his because really, Minami, you don't need to make it such a big deal.
Well, isn't it?
I mean, to you it is.
You wanted something a little bit more subtle?
No, not like that, Minami. No, I'm very grateful for this.
Okay.
It kind of just rubs back in that. It's more of, I mean, just. You could tell he's trying to find the words, but he doesn't know what to say that won't get you on him again.
Minnie is just waiting patiently. Just till he finds his words.
He's kind of pausing and thinking. I'm grateful, really, but I mean, you could have spent this time and food on just you.
Hmm.
I really didn't meet, like, I haven't quite earned this big of an event yet.
Haven't you?
I mean, there's still so much I need to learn.
And you'll learn. But
I'm
this
hoping.
was a this was a big milestone.
He kind of looks at you before he kind of gives like a little nervous, half-hearted nod and shrug. And it's obvious he's trying to listen. It's just hard for him to believe that that there there's it's obvious he feels he needs to have done something else, or that he doesn't deserve something this big.
Hmm. Well, what do you think you should have done to deserve this?
I mean, I could have passed with fine colors. I could have solved a big case or something.
You have solved many, many big cases. You've passed a test quicker than anyone I know. I I think you deserve this. I think you're just hard on yourself.
He kind of blinks at that before he looks away and kind of gives like a little half-hearted shrug.
You've done a lot of incredible
He
things,
doesn't.
Quinn.
You can tell. Hmm?
Oh, she said you've done a lot of incredible things, Quinn.
Quinn kind of just pauses before he rubs at his shoulder, and it's obvious he wants to believe you, but does not seem to for some reason. And he just smiles and goes, "Thank you." Yeah, really. And you can tell that he genuinely means it.
Hmm.
He's not good at words, and it's hard for him to accept the compliments, but what you're saying does mean a lot to him, and he's treasuring it. Murders you with saw.
I am being murdered. Uh, she just she just kind of Sully just reaches up and gives his hair a ruffle.
He kind of blinks and kind of freezes at that, but as he kind of blinks before he smiles softly.
You deserve good things. I believe that.
There's a pause before he kind of smiles. Thank you, me and me. You do too.
And you deserve this giant feast that we have not done toppings for yet.
Oh yes, we got to do that.
Mhm.
And he kind of gives an awkward little laugh.
Yeah, so Minnie's prepared like um some okonomiyaki sauce, mayonnaise, bonito flakes, um uh, seaweed flakes.
And I don't know what to put on it, so Quinn won't know what to put on
You
it.
could put all of them on it. And some more spring onion.
Let me
Minnie
see.
is putting all of it on it.
Do you follow in Minami? Yes, he absolutely just copies Minami.
And she just does jazz hands. It is done.
Quinn kind of gives like a big smile as he looks at it, because they did that.
Yeah.
They made food, and there's just something very very good about that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just giving a pat because this was your first. Yeah, actually, I gotta say that in character.
You got this, beloved.
Yeah. I can't believe this was the first time you've ever made this. It looks incredible.
I mean, I had your help.
Still.
Still, thank you, Minami, for all of this.
She just smiles. Okay. Now, we try and eat this.
Should we roll cons?
We'll roll cons. Just a regular con or like con save?
I'll whatever is better.
Neither of them is better.
Neither of them is better for me.
Both is 20 for me. And that's a 5.
They both die.
They both die. But Quinn, it is delicious.
It is delicious.
It is.
They die, but at what cost?
Yeah. They're just. It's like how this goes is just like they're at the table. They're like determined to eat this monstrosity, and then it cuts to them just dying, just flopped on their chair.
They're
Just
yeah, they're partially through it, head next to the plate,
yeah.
on the table, in the feet. Quinn has a bit more taken out of his.
Mm-hmm. Minnie is just less than a quarter.
Holds. Quinn's probably about halfway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, it's just
I hold this soft.
Mm-hmm. I kind of want to, but how does Quinn feel about the food?
It's hard for him to place. As he starts eating it, he does get a little bit of a headache, but he tells me he's probably a little just dehydrated or thirsty, so he gets some water.
Hmm.
But as he eats the food, it feels very warm and gentle. And he can't quite place it, but there's this soft smile on his face as he eats it.
Yeah. I think even though she's like collapsed on the table, she's just looking at Quinn with uh just as much of a warm smile.
Oh,
She's seeing him happy, and she's glad. I am gonna roll instead of like did he headache though.
Yes, do it. Enables.
25.
Yeah. Yeah, you realize he has a headache. No.
Um, and she kind of just sits up. Are you feeling okay?
He nods as he kind of said, just a little bit of a headache. Sorry. I started getting it a little bit into cooking, but it really hit while I was sitting here eating.
I have some painkillers if you need any.
He waves it off before a couple seconds pass, and he kind of goes, actually, yeah, I'll take a few.
Okay. And she does get them. Um, maybe it's all the being sleep deprived, Quinn.
No, no.
I don't know. People can get headaches from being sleep deprived.
No, I don't think. I mean, they can, but I don't think that's this. Is it?
Okay. Okay, I believe you. Still, do you just want to stay here till it goes away?
Mm. I wish for fluff, so I
Mm-hmm.
Spec will override any opinions he may have.
Good.
He's kind of starts to argue before he kind of holds his head and goes, maybe that won't be such a bad idea until it
Mm.
passes, if you really don't mind.
I don't mind. I have the couch or the guest room. Um,
Whichever one you care for less.
I'd prefer the one you're comfiest on.
He kind of
I
just
do
gives like a
think you
little
should
weak. He gives a weak shrug. I'm good on either, really.
I well, the
And I mean,
comfiest
I
one's
can
good.
go back to my hotel.
I'd rather
It's
you
not a
not
big
walk
deal.
with such a bad headache.
He gives kind of a bit of a small nod.
You sh- you should lie down.
There is a weak nod added on.
Mm. She just nods, like very glad that she doesn't have to argue.
You're
Um,
winning this one only because his head hurts and he can't argue.
she just probably dims the lights because headache lights. No.
Oh,
Um
absolutely.
um and like probably guides him to the guest room.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a spare bed and a couple
Dresser.
boxes. Um
Yeah, it's the storage room slash guest room.
yeah. Um you're gonna probably have to go soon. So I was thinking of trying to get your roll perception, but
And let me roll perception real
okay.
quick. I can do that. It won't be good, probably, unless he rolls high.
And he rolls
21.
high. 21. This is a fairly big place for sort of just that Lore just kind of moved in fairly recently. This is a fairly big place for just one person to live in.
He kind of looks around and he tilts his head and goes, how many other people live here?
Mm, just Lore.
He kind of frowns a bit at that, but it's obvious he chooses not to comment too much.
Mm. The well, it was supposed to. I was supposed to have roommates, but you know, it didn't.
Quinn doesn't cry, but it's obvious in the way he frowns and gives before a small smile and a nod. It's sorry to hear that kind of. He doesn't say anything, but it's very obvious in his behavior that there is that very much the I'm sorry that happened to you.
It's okay. They're okay. And just um leads you to the bed. And oh,
He lets out a little yawn.
and she gives him another head pat.
I'll be out of your way soon, I promise. I'm just gonna see if a small rest takes care of this.
You can stay here as long as you want, Quinn. Just take care, okay?
Okay, Minami. Sorry again.
You don't have to apologize.
He holds him so gently.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing he sleeps.
Let me roll a con. How badly does the headache get him? It takes him a bit, but he does eventually fall asleep.
I hand you before Minnie leaves the room. He just pets his hair. It's like, and just kind of whispers, pain, go away.
What?
And then just closes the door and
Lays down, has emotions over these two again.
cries. Yeah, and she
Weeps,
just
sobs even.
she just goes back to the kitchen to just start putting the ingredients back into the fridge.
I feel like Quinn would have helped at least some with the kitchen before
Yeah.
he allowed himself to get led away.
I think Minnie would not let him anywhere near the kitchen. Say, with such a bad headache.
When it's denied helping because of self-care. The real reason he was annoyed. I mean, not annoyed, trying to find the words.
Grumpy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Minnie insisted, though. So she's just trying to make as little noise as possible. And just start, and just cleaning up.
I'm trying to think of the word. It wasn't annoyed or grumpy.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. I'm loading the word. It's in my head.
I pat you.
The real reason he was against going to sleep. Whatever the word is for that. I swear there's a word. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yes. I get what you're saying. My brain dictionary is also malfunctioning.
I don't know why I said annoyed. That was the wrong word.
It's okay. But I guess, we pen out from there?
We do. If you want, I can throw in one more thing so we can have the one thing we wanted about the
Sure.
comet he says that leads.
Are you
Yee!
are you sure about that?
I got you.
Okay.
I got you. It's real quick.
Okay.
It's right as they start to right as it's once Quinn feels better and he manages to wake up and he's starting to leave and he kind of pauses before he rocks on his heels
How
awkwardly
long?
and
Wait,
goes,
wait. How long does he sleep for?
you roll a con,
Yes.
and that's how many hours it's gonna be.
Okay. Please be. No. No. I refuse. He ate a
He goes to sleep
big
for 3
meal.
hours and Minami makes him go back to bed.
Yeah. 9.
And he gets 9 more hours of sleep.
That's. Yes. Minnie does have, like, breakfast prep then. With, with like, tea. Sorry, you go.
Oh, no, you're good. I'm holding that. Quinn kind of blinks awake as he comes out and he goes, good morning, Minami.
Morning.
Or afternoon, or what time is it?
Uh, how long? Maybe we could say it's midday.
Yeah, it's
Um,
midday.
she looks at the clock. Around lunchtime.
He kind
She
of
has a smug look
blinks.
on her face.
Sorry, overslept so much.
You don't need to apologize. I'm glad you got enough rest.
He gives a nod and he kind of rocks awkwardly on his heels some. Um, I wanted to say, I might be having to go out of town for a bit. I didn't want to
Oh,
bring it up last night, considering all the good food and everything.
oh, um, that's okay. Um, and she just taps on the mug. Are hmm. How far are you going?
He kind of gives a little shrug. I don't actually know.
Hmm. She's just staring at the mug.
He kind of
Is it?
gives an awkward shuffle. Oh, you go.
Oh, is it too much to ask to get updates?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm hoping I'll be able to update you soon. He kind of rubs the back of his neck as he shuffles off awkwardly. I wasn't joking when I said I, kind of passed, just passed. They want me to find a mentor of some sort, something. Well, question, it's not required, but it's, heavily encouraged, considering I, struggle still with a lot of Inkwell's everything.
Hmm. And she nods. Are you gonna go find a mentor?
He gives a nod.
Hmm.
I figured I could try somewhere, maybe Toontown. I know there's a lot of detectives there, and maybe somebody will be willing to take me on.
Um. Yeah. Though I would ask you to be careful there.
Is it dangerous there?
Chaotic.
There's a laugh.
And
Can't be worse than here.
she
Me, the
just
player,
makes a
knowing is much
yeah,
worse.
she just makes a face.
He kind of sweats. Okay.
There is also plenty of detectives here. Um
He kind of
there's
blinks at that.
yeah, she started listening like there's Detective Moria, there's um I guess there's any, but I don't know. I don't know if he's got wants any apprentices, honestly. Um there okay, how many detectives are there here? Hold on.
There are a lot of detectives here.
She start
We have Tome,
yeah.
Azumi. This is out of character.
Yeah.
Tome, Azumi, Moria, Minami, Quinn, Camille.
Yeah.
I know a couple of other people have detectives they haven't introduced yet.
Yeah.
Um,
She just starts listing it off. And it's like Camila 7, so no. Um
there's a 7-year-old detective.
Yeah. I.
And
She
she just
just
kind of
shakes
blinks in
her head.
surprise at that.
Yeah, it's wild. I'm pretty.
Minami voice. Moving on.
Moving on. Um, and she's like, and now I'm a detective. And then there's uh investigator Tom, and she just starts just listing off a couple more.
Quinn kind of blinks in surprise at that. At all these detectives.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
starting to
I mean,
realize
I
this is a
guess I
kind of a.
can.
I guess this. I'm starting to realize this is a hot spot for detectives.
And yet there's still so much crime and unsolved cases.
Maybe that's why there's so much
There's a laugh
detectives.
at that, actually. It's muffled and he kind of covers his mouth with his hands, but there is a laugh at that. He nods as he pauses. Well, maybe I can see if any of them would be willing to let me work with them.
Wait, that's right. Moria is Camille's studying under Moria, so that's never mind. Um, hold on. She's
And just standing there sweating awkwardly.
she's just kind of just go like just doing the math, detective math.
Detective math. Okay, Azumi would be a bad idea.
Very bad.
Um,
Yeah, she's like, no.
Pretty sure I couldn't even get Tome to consider it, even if I had begged. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he's very independent. Um, just going through the whole list.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just no. So probably not. This one's kind of a more of a shenanigans detective. Um, etc. etc. I'm trying to think.
Do you?
She's not gonna say herself is a thing. So this Quinn has to say it.
But I don't know if he would.
She's just gonna keep on rattling off different like she's just gonna keep on rattling on about different detectives and stuff.
The
Yeah. Oh my god.
wisdom is in favor for this. He kind
Yes.
of pauses and he coughs a bit awkwardly. I mean, I'm gonna have you roll insight.
Yeah,
You
sure.
can't say it.
16.
He's kind of looking at.
This is what.
I'll take it. I'll take it. It's over 15.
Yeah.
Um, he's looking at you directly,
Minnie looks
and
behind
it's
her.
obvious he's trying to find the words.
Minnie straight up just looks behind her.
He's not looking behind you, Minami.
She's just like there's a moment of like dot dot dot. And she just slowly points to herself with like a question.
I mean, if I, I don't want to ask, and especially because I know you're busy, and I've already imposed a lot. But he kind of just awkwardly shuffling around.
No, 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 I'm okay, okay, okay. She's taking a moment. Uh, are you sure?
I mean, you are the best living detective I know.
Minnie notes that living detective, and I, pl- plenty of people are better than me. I'm
Yeah, but plenty of people don't make me food. just because they think I did something okay. And he gives like a really awkward smile. You could just say no, Minami. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Is she? She's just standing there, just mouth agape, just proceed. This is just you can hear the dial-up noise.
When he's starting to move towards the door, he feels bad.
No. Then she just snaps out of it. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm just, I didn't expect that. Okay. I have no problem with being your mentor. I'm just, are you sure?
I mean, I really don't know anyone better. And you could tell he means that genuinely.
Heck, just her heart. You just, there's just like a glass shattering sound in her chest.
No. Really, Mina, you could just say no.
I am.
I understand that I
am not saying
don't know
no.
a lot. And oh.
She just crosses her arms. If you are 100% sure you want me as your mentor,
He gives a little nod.
then I'd love to.
I won't even make you roll insight. He visibly relaxes.
One condition:
A nod.
you get 8
And he kind of
hours of sleep
stiffens and stands up
every
straight.
night.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. And she just does a satisfied nod.
There's a little strict little nod. All right, I hand it. We did the soft scene. We're good now.
Wait, one more thing. Just one small thing. Minnie
Oh,
just
I
asks,
let you. I hand you the reins.
Can I give you a hug?
Quinn kind of blinks in surprise at that. I mean, if you want to.
And Minnie just immediately hugs him.
He kind of stiffens for a second before he melts into it and hugs back.
Just give him the. It's a very good hug. And she's very, very happy right now.
Oh.
Because she can take care of him. She can take care of him like this. She can keep an eye on him.
Can.
And she can keep him safe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I wanted. Okay.
All right. Well, I think that's a very good way to end the fluff.
Thank you, everyone, for listening and present and in the future.
We hope you enjoyed the fluff. Have a good time, Zone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.